Hello everyone, in this video I will show you how to install Home Assistant to KinCony Server-16 because the Server-16 is a Raspberry Pi controller. So in this video I will show you how to step by step just for Raspberry Pi Home Assistant beginner. So that will have many skills for the Home Assistant. For example, you can see it here. You may how to install the Home Assistant on SD card and how to enable I2C bus for Raspberry Pi for Home Assistant, and how to install HACS add-on for Home Assistant, and how to integrate the I2C external chip for Home Assistant, and how to configure YAML file for Home Assistant. So there are many different skills for the Home Assistant. The information will be large. So I will make this video take a long time, so you will understand it deeply. Okay, let's first look at our Raspberry Pi controller gateway. So you can see this is KinCony Server-16. It's mainly used by the Raspberry Pi 4. You can see here that is Raspberry Pi CM4, just a computer 4 module. So you can install any Linux system on this Raspberry Pi. Just this video, we will install the Home Assistant. Maybe in future, I will install the Node-RED for the Server-16 and show you how it works. And also you can see it supported 4G module and many different hardware resources for input and for output and the wireless. So this is the every pin defined for the Server-16. And this video, I will do this mainly the 5-step at here and show you how to begin zero. Okay, let's look at how it works, details. Okay, let's look at the hardware details firstly. You can see this is KinCony Server-16. It's a Raspberry Pi controller I have said. You can see this is relay output that have 16 channel relay output. Every relay that have COM and normal open. Just the 2 terminal. It's also removable. And you can see it here is that have a I2C bus just for external I2C device. And this is a PWM output 2-channel. PWM output you can use for dimmer. And this RS232 interface, IXT and TXT. And this is RS485 for A and B. And this is the power supply. And here you can see that have the digital input and the free GPIO for Raspberry Pi 4 and the RF receive module, because this have a socket you can connect with the RF433 MHz socket at here, and this is IR receiver used for the IR device, and the USB port that have 4-channel USB port, and the USB-C for download the firmware, and the HDMI connect with your monitor HDMI, and this is SD card read, and this is Ethernet for Raspberry Pi. You can see the jump at the left that will boot from the SD card. If you change to the right, that will boot from the USB cable. So this just choose the bootload. And inside you can see the blue heat link because we have already installed the Raspberry Pi. And you can see this is a PCB inside, so we have already installed the Raspberry Pi module on this socket. Okay. And this box you can also connect with a Wi-Fi antenna. You can use an external Wi-Fi antenna if you install in your power distribution box. But this time in this video, I just use the Ethernet. I prefer Ethernet. Ethernet will be more stable than Wi-Fi. And this box also supports the install on the bin rail, so that can install the power distribution box. Okay. So in this video, I will remove this SD card because this I have using. I just remove it. So when you received this new KinCony Server-16, and you can prepare an SD card. For example, you can choose this one SD card. I just choose a 64 gigabyte. You can see 64 gigabyte, and you can also choose the large one or the small one. At least I think 32 gigabyte at least. So I choose this one. So I will use this from zero, from beginner. get the SD card. Okay. Just use this one and high speed. And you can insert it here, but before you insert it here, we need to download the Home Assistant image right to this SD card. Because my computer already have a SD card read, you can see that I have a socket, and you can also use a USB SD card read. I just insert it here. Now let's back to my computer. And the first step, we need to make the Home Assistant SD card for KinCony Server-16. That means you need to write the Home Assistant image to the SD card. You can download this software by this link. Just use this Raspberry Pi image. I have already installed. You can download for your Windows PC, or you can download for Mac OS computer. So I have already downloaded, so we just open this Raspberry Pi image. And here you can see that attention let me to update. I just click no. And the first you need to choose the device. Because we have used the Raspberry Pi 4, so you can choose this one, Raspberry Pi 4. And the second, you can choose operation system. You can click and you will see there are options that show the other special OS. You can click and you will see the Home Assistant and Home Automation system. Just click this one. And now you can choose this blue one, Home Assistant, and choose this one, Home Assistant, this version, click, okay, and click this one, and you will find this SD card have detect. Just click, and we can click the next, and are you sure? Just click yes, continue. Okay, you can see that will prepare to write and starting download the firmware from the internet. We just wait the writing process until 100%. Wait for a moment. Okay, you can see this is complete. I just cancel this step. It's no problem, because I want to save the time of the video. Click continue and click close. And now the SD card is made complete. We can back to this step. This just the first one we have complete. Now we can get the SD card and insert to Server-16 controller. Okay, you can see I can get the SD card from my computer, and I can insert to my Server-16 at here. Just insert it here, and make sure your jump is this way, just as the left, this way, the jump, and you will connect with the Ethernet cable. I use Ethernet. And this I will connect with a DC 12 volt power supply. So I just connect to this power supply. Okay, you can see the red LED is begun work. Just put it here. So we can back to my computer. Just wait for a moment. We can input the URL, Home Assistant, and add the port and enter. Okay, you can see you just refresh, because the Home Assistant, the controller is startup, it needs time. So I can refresh sometimes. That will be have this displayed. The prepare for Home Assistant install. So this maybe will take about 20 minutes, so you just need to wait. If you want to show details, you can see it here. Just click show details. And that is the details of the progress the Home Assistant is installed. Okay. Okay, now we just to wait. Okay, after some minutes, you can see this is the welcome information for Home Assistant, and we need to create an account for Home Assistant. So you can click create my smart home and click your name. For example, I import the username KinCony and the password 123456 and the password again 123456. Just for testing. So you can see this is my password I have import, and choose your language. I choose English and create account. Okay, we can click the next and click the country. I just choose anywhere for test. I can click next and click next and click finish. Okay, until now the Home Assistant is installed on the Server-16, but we want to use the digital input and use the relay for switch for on and off. So we need to go on for the feature step. So you can see at here. At the second, why we need to enable the I2C for the Home Assistant. You can see the Server-16, the schematic, you will see that have many different relay. You can see this have 16 channel relay because the Raspberry Pi GPIO is not very large. So that have not enough for you to use. Because we have the digital input, many different GPIO to use. So we have used an I2C external chip. You can see it here. Just this chip for digital input. You can see this chip for digital output. This you can see the MCP23017. So this is for I2C bus for external 16 channel digital output and 16 channel digital input. So we need to integrate this chip to Home Assistant because this chip is worked by I2C bus. You can see the SDA and SCL. And also you can see the PCB board. We can see the 2D mode. You can see just this chip. This chip, you can see the digital input that have a I2C date, SDE and SCL. And we can see the line, you can see, I can let it, you can see that have connect with this Raspberry Pi CM4 pin define. So this can connect with it CM4. We need to enable the I2C for CM4 so that we can use the I2C function. Because you can see if you go to your Home Assistant dashboard and at here you can at here you setting your user for the administrator. Firstly, advanced mode, just enable this way, the first step. And you will see the hardware, we can see the check setting and the system and the hardware and all hardware you can click, because if I input I2C, you can see this is no anything I2C resource I can use. So the default setting of the Raspberry Pi have disabled the I2C bus. So we need to enable it so that we can use many different I2C devices. Later in future, we will add this I2C bus to our board. So this is the first step. You need to enable it. Okay. Now we can back to this online guide. The first, you need to enable the I2C bus. So that you need to do this step. What this means? That you need to add files to the SD card. So now you need to remove this SD card and insert to my computer again. I can power off firstly because I need to remove this SD card. And insert to my computer again, you can see. Okay, insert the SD card at here. And now you can open your computer disk. And you can see this Raspberry Pi disk. And you will see we can just do this instruction. You can see in the root of the partition, we will need to add a new folder called config. So you can see just before at this disk edge, we can make a new folder that called config, just as this way, config. And in the config folder, and add another new folder that's called modules. So you can copy this one, that's called modules. Enter the computer folder and add a new folder that's called modules. And inside of the module folder, just enter this module and create a text file called Raspberry Pi i2c.config. So you can see, just I can create a file, new, and this file. I rename to this one, you can see. Click yes, rename to this. And with the following content, so you need to add this line. Just copy and edit this file. You can see, edit with Notepad. Just only to append this command, i2c device, and you can click save and click close. And this file you can see that is created. Okay, and we can back to the root of the partition. You can see we need to edit this config.txt file. Just we need to edit these two lines. So I can copy these two lines and back to my disk, SD card disk, and you will find this config.txt file just at here, config.txt, and I can click edit. And at the last, you can see, just at last, you can paste at here. These two commands is I paste at here. Then you can click save the file and close the file. And now we can close this window and remove the SD card and put to Server-16 again. And now you can see I can remove this SD card and insert to my Server-16. And you can see I just insert it here. And I will power on. Okay, with the Server-16 startup, wait for a moment. Now we can refresh this one. You can refresh this web page, and because it's power off and power on again, we need to log in again. KinCony username and the password is 123456 and login. Okay, now we can click the hardware again. You can click it here, and this time I import I2c. And you will see that have list I2c 4-channel device because we have only used one channel. We have enabled all I2c bus interface for the Raspberry Pi 4. That is successfully you have enabled it. So we can go on for the furthermore step. Okay, let's back to this step. Well, we have done this step 1 and step 2. And now, at last, we need to install this add-on. So before install this add-on, we need to install the HACS add-on firstly. And before install this HACS, you need to install the SSH firstly. So we can see, click it here. This is just a Home Assistant online store that you can install the third part of the add-on. So at the first, you can see the online guide. I just click this one, how to install HACS. So you can see the first step, you need to go to this add-on store and install one of SSH, that is remote manage your Raspberry Pi file tool. So you can see I can use this window, I can let it become smaller and go to this setting and go to this add-on. I just use these two windows. So we can go to this add-on store. You can see this add-on. So just a setting and add-on and add-on store. Just click this one, add-on store. And you can search SSH. So you can search SSH. So I can install this one because it supports the web terminal. I just click install. And you can see I just install this one, and according to this document and start this. Later I will show you go on for this step. And as the first, we need to install this SSH firstly. Just wait for some seconds. Okay, this is install complete. And you can see it here. And we need to input the username and the password for this SSH. I think you just put an input one. For example, I can input KinCony, the username of SSH, and the password is 123456. Just this one. It's very easy. And we can click save. Save this one. And we can click to this one and show in sidebar, enable it so that you can see it here that have a terminal, and click start this add-on. And you can see this turn green, so that is start successfully. And we also can click this logo file, and you can see that is start successfully. And back, and back. Just click open web UI. So this is Home Assistant SSH terminal, just a command line, such as the Windows command line. So at this window, we can go on for install HACS. You can see, start this SSH and connect to this SSH and run the HCS download script. So just this one command, download the script. We can click this one, can copy this code, and you can paste it here. And how to paste, you can see that have a note. You can use, maybe your Ctrl V is not work, so you can choose Ctrl Shift V. So I can click and I use Ctrl Shift V. So you can see this is pasted successfully because it's a command line. Maybe you have used another system, not Windows. So you can choose this different way, which way is for you just paste for this command. So now I can press enter. Okay, this is begun download and to install the HACS. Okay, this is install complete. You can see, remember to restart Home Assistant before you configure it. So now we need to restart the Home Assistant. And how to restart the Home Assistant? You can see, just click setting and click the system. And you will find this icon. Click and you can restart Home Assistant. And click restart. Okay, just wait for some seconds. You can see this is lost connection that will be restart, and reconnection usually will take about 15 seconds. Okay, and you can see that is Home Assistant restart. And let's go on. And when you restart, you can click this configuration and initial configuration. In your Home Assistant UI, go to the integrate panel. So you can see, we can let it become smaller. Okay, you can see the first step, you go to the setting, just click this one, and then the device and the service. The device and the service at here, click. And click the integration, add integration. And now you can see, you can import HACS. That will be displayed. So you can click this one. Okay, at this step, you can see at the online guide, just this window. So this helps show you only the last item is optional. Others, all you need to check the box. So you can see, I can click this one. And the last you can click or not click, or no problem. And you can click submit. And we can see it here. Now this Home Assistant HACS needed to open your GitHub. So you can click this one. And at here, enter the code displayed on your device. Because at here, you will see this one. You can copy and paste. Just paste at here. And you can click continue. Okay, and click this one. Okay, configuration is complete. Just go on, and you can see at here, you have linked your GitHub and with your HACS. And back, we can close this window. And you can see that have showed successfully. And click finish. Okay, this you have installed the HACS. This is an online store. You can choose many different add-on by this HACS. And at the left window, you can see this HACS have a new display. Okay, let's back to our online guide. And the next step, you can see the step 4, because we need to install this MCP chip, the add-on. So you can click this one and also have the online guide at here. And you can see at here, we need to install this HA for this one. And we will use this first way, use the HACS, so that you can add this link. Just copy this link, copy, and to your customer, and we can click this one. We have to show this option. And if you want to try that our customer response tree as the following, the integration, just click this one. You can see this integration at here, because the first you need to click at this and click this one, integration, and click this one. That have this option. You can click. And this one, you just paste. We have copied. Paste it here. And the category, you can click integration and click add. Okay, that have been added. Okay, let's check this HACS and click integration and click this one and click this customer and click this one, and we will find this is the intent of this add-on, and click download, because we need to download this MCP 23017 chip customer libraries to your Raspberry Pi. So I can click download, and after download, we'll put the files on your SD card at this folder. Okay, we can back, and now you can see this have download, but you need to restart. So we can go to setting again and go to the system and click this one and restart Home Assistant. And this is the first step we have done. So we just need to, the last step will be successfully. So at the last, we need to configure this chip. Just use this way. We have already write the config YAML file. So you can click this one, open in a new window, and click at here. Because we want to use the 16 switch and the 16 input and the 16 output. You can see this is a switch for output and a switch for input. So this code all at here, you just copy and paste. It's very easy. We need to edit the config file. You can see the Home Assistant will have a config file. But if we want to edit it, so you need to use this edit file add-on. This we need to install this add-on so that you can change the config YAML file. So we can go to this settings and go to this add-ons. And also you can click this one, add-on store, and choose this one, file edit. You can also import file. This file edit is very easy to modify your code. Click and just click install and wait some moment and you can configure the YAML file. Okay, this is complete. And after complete, we just you can choose this option show in sidebar that will be enabled. Will be easy to click at here and click start and start the add-on. Okay, this is start complete, and we can click file edit. And this time we can click this folder and choose this one, configuration.yaml. This is the config file for Home Assistant. So we can click, and at here, that is only a few sentences. We can paste all our code. You can see just at here, that have our config YAML file. Just this link, you can see config YAML file for relay and input. So you just copy and paste this all code. And copy and paste at here. I just paste it here. Okay, you can see I can create the 16 channel button for the binary sensor, and this is for the relay output switch. So you just need to click save. And after save the config YAML file, you need to restart the Home Assistant. You can see the settings and the system and this one and restart Home Assistant. And after reboot, we can click setting and click device and servers. And this time you will see this have displayed this I2C extended MCP chip have extended. You can click and you will see this have already added to the Home Assistant. And you can configuration for any pin define, whether have invert the logic, change the state, or whether have the power up resistance. You can set for every pin independently. But we can back to overview. And now you can see the Home Assistant have automatic add this MCP chip, the output and the input at the dashboard. So you can see I can turn all off. And you can see our Server-16 that really can all off, and this can be all on. And so now you can see I can control this every channel relay for on and off. It's very easy. And also let's test the binary sensor for this digital input. Pay attention to my this button 1 to button 6. I will show it in Server-16 digital input. And here you can see that is the digital input 1, and this is ground. So I can show it for this two terminal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is ground, and this is digital input 1. So you can see I shot for this in my home assistant dashboard, that will be on. So this will be off, and this will be on. So this digital input is working. So until now, you have do this all step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you have created the home assistant firmware in your server 16, and you can use this home assistant basic function for digital input and the relay output. This is controlled by PC, and also you can use your mobile phone. Just install Home Assistant mobile phone application on your iPhone or on your Android phone, so that you can use these two mobile phones at the same time. Okay, you can see this is my iPhone and this is Android phone. If you use iPhone, you can search in Apple Store, just search Home Assistant and install it. And if you use Android phone, you can just search in Google Play, so that you can search Home Assistant. And after install online complete, and you can use these two mobile phone applications at the same time. Okay, let's look at my iPhone and my Android phone. This is download the application and open it first time. You can see I just click continue and click continue. Make sure your Wi-Fi have connected with your load, and the KinCony Server-16 also have connected with the load, just the same load, because they can work in local network. You can see that auto detect the IP address in iPhone and in Android phone. So we can click enter, choose this server, and choose this server, and input the username and the password we have created. The username is KinCony, and the username also is KinCony, and the password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and login, and login. Okay, and click continue. And now you will see the Home Assistant dashboard is displayed. And this is for relay output, and this for input, and this for the output. And let's test it. If I can turn on, you can see the iPhone and the Android phone will update the state at the same time. And also my PC is update the state. And you can see if I turn all off and turn all on, my PC and iPhone and Android phone is all updated. I can turn off, and iPhone and PC is also updated. Okay, so this is very easy, and you can see this relay. So you can see I can control one relay, turn on this relay 1, and turn off, and turn on and turn off, and on, off, by different user. So you can use many different mobile phones at the same time. Okay, until now you have completely installed the Home Assistant software and configured it successfully. You can use your PC and use your mobile phone and use your Android phone and the iPhone work at the same time. So this is successfully for you. Okay, thanks for watching.